We live. Yeah. We live in the building.
Dang, I
Live and direct.
did some monkey shit. I better not do that again.
Monkey shit.
Good monkey shit. You know what I'm saying? We already get labeled, and then it don't help me wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt neither.
Right.
Motherfucking monkey.
Them
Yeah,
motherfuckers be wilding out on there,
yeah,
boy.
yeah, it don't help. Nah, man. Welcome to Try Hip Hop Podcast, episode 177.
Yes, sir.
And,
177.
and man, to my right,
Kurt, what's up, y'all?
and this is Howard.
Yes, sir.
I'm black. In
Yeah,
the house again.
man. We here to bug y'all one more week, and we appreciate y'all checking us out, hanging out with us. We got a lot to talk about. So, how was your week this week?
And it's been a little crazy, man. Just I mean, not crazy, crazy. I mean, it's been lax, but as far as like, my girl, she went to Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
She won't be back till next Thursday. Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Taking vacation.
Yes, you know what I'm
Trying to
saying.
get away from
So
your
you know
black
what I'm saying? Oh, word. So, I'm out, I'm out here in these streets.
ass. You belong to the streets.
I'm out here in these streets, son. Out here, shit.
Howie
I'm
belongs
playing.
to the streets right
Nah,
now.
I ain't in the, nah, I ain't in the streets.
Yeah, man.
That shit, I'm in the sheet.
Right.
Taking a nap.
You
So
out
the
here
fuck
with the
I do?
skeets.
Within the ski. I can't do I can't do the ski.
Like, I'm technically single.
Nah,
My
I
wife's
can't.
on the other side of the country.
I can't do that shit.
But
Get murked.
yeah, you don't want that. But yeah, man. So how? Other than that, how else was your week? Pretty good.
Been pretty good, man. I'm working on you know what I'm saying, I'm in my, IT joint and I'm working on I got tell anybody. Got my girlfriend, a little decent computer that I'm working on. I've been trying to work
Okay.
out the
Okay.
kinks out of it. And I'm trying to transform it to something else.
That's
And
what's up, man.
it's been man, it has been crazy.
I'm
Crazy.
sure she's gonna love it though.
She better. Nah, I think
Yeah.
once I get ready. How was your week, sir?
My week was pretty good. Can't complain. The usual. Just punching the clock, ready to punch some of these customers, but punch the clock, punch in out, just relax. And y'all make sure y'all go check out the Lost in Thought, the How We Did, and the lyrical breakdown because those were really good
Oh,
from this week.
speaking of the loss of thought, uh, Maceo, I want to apologize. I got things misconstrued. Um, don't want you, whole De La Soul, to come down here and start singing, ooh, ooh,
Ooh,
ooh,
ooh,
whoop
ooh.
my ass and get Redman in there and be like,
Ooh, ooh,
get Redman up in here.
yeah, man. You don't want that. You don't
Nah, I
want
don't want
that.
that. I don't want
Red
that.
man said, "Bring the monkeys out."
Yeah. Niggas get shot, stabbed, Brick City. Nah, I ain't trying to do that. But yeah, but you definitely should check it out. Yeah, man. I mean, just to go into it because I know we gotta, do the rest of piece and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, man. I just feel like, man, what's going on? Like, people are like, people are taking sides, which I mean, that's fine. Um, but one thing I don't like is that people that have known each other for years, like 20, 30 years, are really letting just this one thing separate people. You know what I'm saying?
AKA the jab scene.
The
The
damn scene.
jab. That jab in your arm. But yeah, I mean, I agree, man. I mean, it's dividing a lot of people. It's like all you have to do is respect people's decision.
Yeah,
If they want to take it, fine. If they don't want to take it, fine.
yeah,
That's it, and walk the fuck away.
yeah.
That's all. That's where it should stop. All of this condemning people because they take it or don't take it. I ain't with all that.
Nah.
That's your business. I know where I stand, and I know where you stand. That's it. So but yeah, man. Still go check out the Lost in Thought, where he talked about the jab, and check out the lyrical breakdown as
Yep,
well.
yep.
It's a real good one. We try to keep that up every week, the lyrical breakdown. So Please go check that out on our YouTube page. Don't forget, hit all the buttons like,
Like,
share,
share, subscribe.
subscribe, like,
Like,
share,
share,
subscribe,
subscribe. Like,
like,
share,
share,
subscribe.
subscribe.
Brothers and sisters,
Brothers and
brothers
sisters.
and sisters,
Brothers and sisters.
we need the funds allocated so we can be able to take the funds to build the school.
We can send Howie to Vegas.
That's right. Send me to Vegas.
That's where we build in the school.
Well, we building, yeah, in Vegas,
hmm
so the kids can learn roping.
Yo. But yeah, so I don't think anybody really passed away this week, but I do want to send some condolences to all of those who were actually lost or hurt in the Hurricane Ida. But I don't think anybody like celebrities or anything passed, did they?
I
I haven't heard
don't
of any.
think. It's been a crazy week.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to say too with the lyrical breakdown. I would have been rest in peace, Murdoch
Yeah.
and 12 o'clock. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
My brain was like everywhere else.
Yeah.
I don't do drugs or nothing.
Right. I put it up on the
Sometimes
screen,
they just do me.
because
That's
we
just it.
don't hear as much about 12 o'clock in Murdoch, so that's why it's kind of easy to forget the name sometimes. But yeah, so it was still a good lyrical breakdown. My man Killer Priest and that basic
Instruction
instructions
before.
before leaving Earth.
I really think that he had that first before. 'Cause like the British, especially like white people, they
Yeah,
start taking it, marking it and shit. Yeah, I really think he had that first. I might be wrong,
I think you might be right actually, but I don't
but
know.
I think
That
he
was the
had
first
that
time I
first.
heard it. That was the first time I heard it, so
Mhm.
I'm kind of going with that. But anyway, but yeah, so obviously Hurricane Ida came and uppercutted the East Coast, and we lost. Well, I guess I think they just considered it a tropical storm. I don't think it ever got
Dang, it
to
was a tropical
hurricane
storm that
status,
went up
but
there
right,
and spawned off tornadoes and
yeah,
shit.
man.
Yo, my man Cormega had me dying, boy. Talk about some, yeah, all that gangster shit went out the window when you saw that tornado.
You ain't lying, man. No, man, I
Yeah.
don't care how tough you think you are. When you see a tornado or a hurricane coming, you ain't gangster no more. You trying to save yourself,
That tornado gang.
right?
Get it
So yeah,
twisted.
man, it
See
was
what
a
I did there?
lot of there was a lot of flooding all up the coast, and I mean, it was like even the New York City subways was flooding. They were
Dang.
showing images, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." They were showing like people standing down there and water just gushing everywhere, and they said that was the first time in history that they had to declare a flood watch in New York.
Wow.
First time in history. I
So
was
they
like,
kind of
"Yo,
like, well, I know Manhattan kind of is a little below sea level, but they're so high up.
right."
You know what I'm
You
saying?
wouldn't
Really,
think, yeah.
nothing really gets to them like that.
Yeah, we don't have that very often. We've had hurricanes come through New York with the real strong wind and rain, but no flooding, no, nothing like that. More fires than anything up there.
Yeah, yeah,
So, but anyway, so yeah, we want to definitely send condolences and prayers out to those who were lost in the flooding and or got hurt. So for
yeah.
those who got lost in the flooding, let's give them a moment of silence. All right, thank y'all for doing that. Think I left something on in the background over there. Forgot.
Damn.
I was like, why am I hearing? Why am I hearing background noise
I
and
should have
shit?
just mouthed it and shit.
Right.
Like,
But it'll be all right.
seen.
It'll be all right. But but yeah, man, that hurricane actually did some pretty hard damage, man. So
Yeah,
they were showing some people's like areas where people's houses were just tornadoes in one area and the floods in other areas. So it was houses just they show where somebody's car got floated like a mile away. You know what I mean? It was that way off from where they was living at. I was like, yo, that's crazy. But anyway, all right, well we got a lot going on. We're gonna jump into the question of the day. Now we got the verses coming up. Some of y'all might have heard about it. Ja Rule versus Fat Joe. who we also got to talk about Fat Joe later on. But Howie had a good question of the day. What was your question of the day?
And the question today
Yeah.
is, the question of the day is Joe or Ja? Just that simple.
Who's your pick, Joe or Ja? I think they're both a pretty good matchup. I think they have a lot of similarity in their styles. If I had to pick one, my favorite would be Fat Joe. I've rocked out to his music just a little bit more than I did Ja Rules. Ja Rules was cool, but Fat Joe had a better balance for me. He catered to the females, but he still kept it a little more street. Ja leaned a little bit more toward the R&B side more than I would like. So for me, I'm more into the hardcore. There's no disrespect to Ja. It's just that when I bump shit, I want that hardness. And Fat Joe had a little bit of a better balance to me. So I'm gonna be rocking out to both of they shit, but I'm gonna lean a little more toward Fat Joe in my opinion. What you think?
Yeah, I would probably give it to Joe. Because don't get me wrong. I mean, Ja got some hard shit. He do got some hard shit. I'm not that much of a fan of him, but he do got some hard shit.
Yeah.
When he's definitely when he pushed the push, but I mean, at the same time though, I don't think you're going back to like, hey man, I want to hear that again. Like
Right,
as far as
right.
like I'm Fat Joe, not him himself saying stuff, but as far as like the people that he got around, especially like
Yeah.
the whole DITC,
Yep.
man. I mean, he got that, and
Man, listen. Like you said, like he's better with the posse records, you know what I mean?
yeah, he's got posse records, but also, I mean, Joe's very versatile too. It ain't just the posse records. He got pop hits. He
Mm-hmm.
got he got the little, like I said, the posse jams. I mean, most like that lean back Vic come on.
Yeah.
I mean, what you
Oh,
gonna
that's
do
a
about
wrap. That's a
what you doing
wrap.
to lean back? Unless you
Exactly.
get Eminem and bass back out on there.
Oh my
Come on,
God,
lean back.
man.
You
Mm.
doing it
Hell,
right way.
he could
Ah.
just bring out Remy Ma for her part, 'cause
Yep.
she's on the original,
Yep.
and a lot of people don't even, now a lot of the younger kids don't really know her music as much, so that would be good to bring her out on that.
Do John Blaze and have
Oh my
Nas come out.
God, oh my God,
John Blaze.
he could do the John Blaze posse, he could do the I Shot You verse.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He got so much now. Ja got some posse cuts too. He was on the Redman and Method Man Blackout album, the first one, so he had a pretty good spot on there. I can't remember the name of the song, but it was really good. And he's got some posse records too, but he's just not as known for those, like Fat Joe.
Yeah,
So
and he got let me see, y'all got Dolph for well, he's on the chorus on that the
yeah,
grand finale. You get the Dolph for life, ride or die. Yeah.
yeah, man. Now one of my favorite joints by Fat Joe was one that kind of catered to the ladies, and I'm ready for that one. Lady, if you with it, just clap your hands. Stop playing, girl. Back that thing up. It was him and Genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sure I'm messing up the words, but it's all good. But that's it's called Crush on You or something crushing you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my favorites right there, man. So I can't wait to hear that. Like you said, lean back all the
And
way up.
if he do the is it the twins joint, the
Oh man.
yeah, if he do that
Put
with
that in
Big
the
Pun,
middle of Little
little
Italy.
Italy,
Little
little
did we
did you
know
know
that we
did
riddled some middleman who didn't do diddly.
yeah,
Man, listen.
that go off, yo,
Man,
it's a
listen.
wrap.
It's a
It's
wrap.
a wrap.
He might as well shut the whole show down after
Yo.
that. He could do all the way up. I'm sure he's gonna do that.
Yeah,
What
all the
would
way
be
up.
dope, man? Imagine if Jay Z came out because he was on the remix to that
Yep,
joint.
yep.
Man, listen.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. I think Fat Joe really a lot of people if this happens, a lot of people are gonna be surprised about like all the stuff he's done.
Right.
Realistically, I mean, there's no disrespect to Ja Rule, but I mean, he had his little thing with the R&B stuff. I respect it, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be hard contending against a Fat Joe.
Uh huh.
Really gonna be
He can go all
hard.
the way back to Flojo and be good, man.
Yeah.
You got a Flo Joe, man. That was my joint. You know what I mean? I was liking Fat Joe from the beginning. As soon as Flojo came out, I was like, oh, this dude is nice. You know what I mean? Because he gave you that hardcore shit that you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so let us know in the comments what y'all think for the question of the day. Fat Joe, Ja Rule, and the new verses coming up. I forgot to check for the date. Do you remember what day it's supposed to be?
I don't know. I hope it ain't soon. I hope it ain't like, oh well,
Right.
Sunday. I'm like
right.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm gonna find a way to see it. So whatever it is. But I'm sure it's gonna be in the next week or two. So, but yeah. All right. So we can move on to some birthdays real quick.
All right. All right.
So back on September 2nd, uh, homegirl Canary Diamonds. I like her. She's one of the female MCs.
Okay.
Happy birthday to her.
All right.
Also, my man, comedian extraordinaire Cat Williams had a birthday on the same day, September 2nd.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
A pimp named Slickback. um, on September 3rd, which was yesterday, my man BG from Cash Money had a birthday.
All right.
Also, yesterday was my man DJ Envy. Morning, everybody. It's your man DJ Envy. His voice is just funny to me, man. But and then coming up on the 6th, we got the legend himself, Dana Dane.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. Dana Dane with fame. Happy birthday to him. Also on the same day, on the 6th, my homegirl Foxy Brown, Il Nana. And then also on that same day, my man Nore Nori. Happy birthday to him.
Nori.
Yeah, man. Super thug.
What?
What? That's my joint right there, man. That's my joint.
That's always hard.
Yeah. All right. And then coming up on the 7th, we got the West Coast legend himself. Happy birthday and rest in peace to Easy E. Yeah, man. We also got the female from New York, Lynn Q. A lot of people don't know her, but she came out through she was real close with MC Light. She did a couple songs with her. And she had her own stuff too, but she was a dope lyricist, man.
Yeah.
Dope lyricist. And then coming up on the 8th, we got my man Wiz Khalifa. Happy birthday to him.
Black and yellow.
Yeah, man. That still go hard. You know what I mean? That song's what, 15 years old now?
Man.
And it still go hard. It's somewhere around there, you know. It was like early 2000s, right?
I mean, you think about it, man.
Yeah.
That's gone.
Yeah, man. But also coming up on the 8th, my man Slim Thug. Happy birthday to him. Also coming up, Soldier Slim. He's on the 9th. And also on the 9th, the legend from Queens, MC Shan, who put Queens on the map.
The prince.
Down by law. Down by law. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all don't know MC Shan, but y'all better go do your homework. You know, he was out there putting Queens on the map. You know what I mean? Queensbridge. He did. So yeah, that's it for my birthdays. Let's give them all a round of applause and all that good stuff. All right, so I want to mention last week, if anybody was watching us live, the sound might have been off a little bit. I don't know why, but you couldn't hear me at all, hardly. You hear Howie just fine, but couldn't hear me. Normally it's the other way around. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened, but apologize for that. When I downloaded it to YouTube, I fixed the audio, so it's a lot better on there. But when we were live, you could not hear me for some reason.
If you look at what we did, lips don't match up right what he did. So it don't look like we in a, Chinese Asian
right.
movie.
Where it sound
like this.
But no,
it's like, yeah.
I will kill you.
Like, yeah, so I told him. Like I said.
Right.
Yeah, so
yo, that's classic right there,
yeah,
man. If y'all don't know, man, if you was brought up on them kung fu flicks like we was, you had a dope ass childhood.
Yeah, man.
Trust me on that one, man.
Real.
You gotta go back and check some of them out. You know what I mean? So I loved it, man. That's one of those things that saved my childhood, man.
I want to shout out Girl Hattie over there.
Okay, what's up, Hattie?
I
We
meant to
appreciate you checking us out on
appreciate. Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? We doing our thing. Um, but yeah, again, this is episode 177. Don't forget, hit all the
77.
buttons, like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe,
Like, share, and subscribe. Like,
like,
share,
share,
subscribe.
subscribe.
We need y'all help. You know what I
We
mean?
need
Spread the word. Real hip hop. We just talking. You know, we getting some feedback. You know. So anyway, we can get into some music real quick. That was
Yep, yep.
it for the birthdays. All right, so my man Papoose dropped the August album. Y'all don't know. He said he dropping a joint every month this year, and he's been consistent ever since. So he just dropped the August album. At the end of every month, he dropped the album for that month, and this joint for the August joint go hard.
So,
I heard a couple of things. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy."
so you think about it, man. At the end of the year, we'll have released 12 albums.
Exactly.
Has anybody done that?
Nope. I think he would be the first. The first. So we're gonna have to
Wow.
definitely acknowledge that at the end of the
Well, yeah, at
year.
the end of the year, we definitely have to. Man, Papoose, I mean, we got to get you a plaque. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And when I mean a plaque, what we're going to do, we're going to take all this, chewing gum that we've been chewing, take the aluminum,
Some
cast,
aluminum.
yeah, we're going to
Yeah.
cast it into something.
Right.
And, yeah, that's how we're going to
And
do
we're
it.
gonna
But,
post it right back here.
yeah,
Give my
yeah,
man his plaque. Give him his
plaque.
flowers. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
So but yeah, I mean, but man, Papoose is one of the dopest and hardest artists, man, out of New York, man. You know, he always reps New York hard. So I love that about him.
So they had, that's another thing, too, I meant to say. This could be posed as another question today.
okay.
So they was, I forgot the group, but they was asking who was better, like Papoose or Jada.
Oh, okay, okay. I think I don't know. Jada got better bars as far as more wittier and clever, but Papoose, he goes so hard, man. I mean, I don't know. That would be a good matchup. That would be a
Yeah,
good one. But I think if you're talking about like metaphors and shit like that, I think Jada might possibly have the edge, but I don't know, man. It's hard because Papoose got some hard metaphors, though.
yeah.
You know?
But I mean, as far as like, I think Jada, like I gave the guys an answer. I think Papoose might be better than him lyrically,
Okay.
but I think Jada's more all around MC.
Yeah.
He's definitely well rounded.
Yeah. That's a hard one, man. I don't know if I could even call it, man. I'm leaning more toward Jada just because he's had more overall success. But Papoose, man, every time I hear his shit, man, I'll be like, yo, this nigga is blacking out. You know what I mean? So he goes hard. So all right. So he got his August album. My man, they just dropped a new single from Five Dog's new album.
Okay.
It's called French Kiss Trois, which is three French Kiss 3,
Right.
and it has Redman on it.
Brick
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brick City.
City.
But yeah, man. So that's a dope joint right there. I'm still waiting for that Five Dog album to drop. They haven't really given us a date, but my man Az, he did say his Do or Die 2 album is coming out. He said the date. What was the date? He said, "Shit, I forgot that quick."
Damn.
But it's sometime in the next like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it's very soon. It's like in the first couple of weeks of September.
At least
So
he ain't
yeah,
doing this like damn Kanye was doing. It's like,
right,
oh, this shit gonna come out Friday. Oh, this shit
right,
gonna come out next Friday.
right.
Oh, this shit gonna come out
Nah,
Friday
next
after
Friday.
next.
Nah, Friday after.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So that's gonna be dope. His single "The Wheel" with Jaheim is doing really good. My man Illa G, y'all don't know him. I'm telling you, y'all young kids better go do your research. But Illa G is one of the hardest. He did a lot of stuff with Sean Price and Duck Down and all of them. And he just dropped a new song. I told y'all about one he dropped last week, but he just dropped another one called Gold Soap, and it's dope as hell. Dude be killing it with the bars, man. I already did a lyrical breakdown on him. I might have, I might have done two. I know I did at least one on him. So y'all need to go check that out. Um, and then I don't know if y'all remember my homegirl Nonchalant from that 5 o'clock in the morning. Where
What
you
you
gonna
gonna do?
be? Outside on the corner.
You
Yeah,
better get
your
yourself
together.
together.
She did a new song. with KRS-One.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man, it's called People Time.
Welcome,
And
welcome.
yeah, I meant to share it on the Facebook page. It's pretty dope. You know what I mean? So y'all need to go check that out. You know what I mean? I'm glad to see people like her still doing music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Still
what's
doing their
up.
thing. All right, so I think that is it for my music. You heard any new music on the hip hop front that I missed?
Well, but someone had a video shoot, a little photo shoot about
Yeah.
being pregnant.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. Oh, wait. You know what? Well, hold on. Can I mention the Cassidy joint real quick?
Yes, we can do that.
Yeah. Since we still
that.
talking about music,
Yeah, we can do
as
that.
our first topic, my man Cassidy, he did do a response to Tory Lanez called "The Lullaby," and it goes pretty hard, man. I don't think it's getting a lot of buzz, but I think I don't know. I think people are just not that into the whole back and forth with them too.
Yeah.
It didn't heat up as much as most battles heat up. So, but it was a pretty good one. I mean, obviously Cassidy is the better rapper to me. But Tory Lanez can hold his own. He's a singer, but he can definitely hold his own.
I have to
So,
give it to the R&B cats.
yeah,
You know, Chris Brown and
yeah.
like
Chris Brown got bars,
yeah,
man.
they actually, I think because of people like him, Drake, and what I'm saying. Well, still, I have to credit. You still have to credit Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is probably the first. Singing and rapping.
Singing and rapping, yeah, yeah.
Well,
it's hard, man.
actually, you probably had to go. You had to get that to CeeLo almost.
CeeLo, yep, you can give it to him. You can give a little bit of it to LL. Hell, you can give a little bit of that to Houdini. You know what I mean? Because they were singing all they hooks.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Don't wanna be with me,
friends. How many of us have them? You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
But yeah,
it's hard to call who started that, man.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, I mean, but as far as like the new, we'll just take it on the new wave, like Drake, Chris Brown, them, kind of incorporating, bringing that back into,
yeah,
the music, like, singing and rapping.
Yeah,
it's been an interesting thing.
Oh yeah, and Drake just dropped his new album.
Yep.
Just to overstep Kanye with Donda. Because they've been in a healthy competition. They said it's a song that Drake did. It seems like he might be throwing shots at Kanye, but I haven't heard it. Just they said it seems like it. So we shall see on that one. But it's called Certified Lover Boy. Sounds just like what Drake would do. That's his normal thing.
With the pregnant emoji.
Speaking
of pregnant,
there we go.
Let's talk about this nigga. Goddammit,
Nas X.
Oh man.
So because Drake did, the pregnant female emojis, Nas X did the pregnant male emojis, which I don't know why he felt like he had to troll that much.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, it gets worse.
That's facts.
Ain't that what Onyx said?
Yeah, it get worse.
But so Lil Nas X decided to do a pregnancy shoot because I think he's gonna have a baby, but he's like probably adopting or some shit because he's supposed to be getting an actual baby. And he said he was at a salon getting his hair done, and the salon person told him, "You should do a pregnancy shoot since you're about to have a baby." And he was like, "You know what? That's a good idea." So he got a little prosthetic bump and made it look like he was actually pregnant.
Man.
And you know who had something to say about that? My man Boosie Badass. He has he be having me dying with his responses, man. So I don't know, man. What do you think about the whole thing?
What I think, man, it's disgusting. Man.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
I don't even see what the point of it is. I mean, I'm gonna respect your decision to do it. That's on you, but I don't see the point in it. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Let me retract that because I don't want this channel to be flagged. But like, sir, you're insensitive. You don't understand. You don't understand that this person has needs. You need to support him through his pregnancy.
You might get our TV turned off.
Yeah, get your snot box right.
What up, R2G2?
In the house.
We appreciate you, man. Checking us out. Yeah, man. We just talking about Lil Nas X. If you ain't here, he did the pregnancy photo shoot.
And you that there baby daddy boss. You that there baby daddy.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Out of pappy.
Pappy.